Hello there. Welcome to the Hobo Hut. Um, this is going to be my first movie review for the channel. I I'm really going to need to work on my formatting skills because this is just going to turn out interesting. However, this is going to be a quick one because this movie was absolute trash, so I don't want to waste your time, but I want to be able to inform people on the nature of Playing with Fire, starring John Cena and Keegan Michael Key. So, for an overview of the movie plot, John Cena plays a smoke jumper and they save people, but they don't. His squad doesn't really like him, so they leave him minus three people: Keegan Michael Key's character, a Spanish individual, and a Russian guy who carries around an axe. Um, their races do play a part in the plot a little bit, in the storyline, but not really, not at all. Um, so basically, they go and rescue three children from a burning house, and then they go ahead and basically adopt these children, and then there's a love interest on the side, and John Cena and her get married at some point because they wanted to rip off Despicable Me, I guess, because he was a complete dick to this woman and he left her on their second date to pay the bill, and I don't know why they still talked or why she liked him at all. So that's a basic overview. There's really not much to it. It's like any movie you've ever seen before. Basically, I have a list of notes here. I'm not even going to go all the way through them because it's not worth it. To summarize my notes, this is a Nickelodeon movie. Nickelodeon movies should be, well, they are made for TV and they should not go to theaters. Hands down, they should never be in theaters because the opening scene, you have John Cena walking around like a superhero with slow motion. You have Uptown Funk playing over firefighters jumping into a fire. You have just popular music being played when no music needs to be playing, so they're just trying to fill empty space with music. Um, and that wasn't good. They believe that Keegan Michael Key could just save their movie, and he got way too much screen time. This movie could have been called John Cena's Shirtless, starring Keegan Michael Key, and it would have been far better because John Cena is shirtless 75% of the movie, and Keegan Michael Key has 75% of the screen time, minus when they decide to actually do story things. Keegan Michael Key's character is Soups. They call him John Cena Soup, like Superman, throughout the whole movie for an unknown reason. I'm sure that they stated it, but I just could not pay that much attention to this movie. I only went to see it because I work with children, and that was the movie on the schedule for us to go see. Keegan Michael Key's character, he basically made the movie awful. He was a comedian, but he was also the exposition dump, so they made him logical when he needed to be. He was a comedian demon, so he would pop up, make a joke, the camera would pan out, and he'd just be gone. He just disappeared from the entire shot. It was very choppy, very weird. There were, like I said, John Cena shirtless. Basically the whole movie. There's a scene where they have throw the little girl a birthday party, which the little girl actor was terrible. She was always screaming, and they played that for jokes, and it was awful. They have like I said, they have a scene where they throw her a birthday party, and John Cena wears a crop top throughout it, and it was disgusting. They dehydrated him so his veins would pop, and they looked like tapeworms, and it was disgusting. So basically, the movie was awful. John Cena wanted to be like Mark Wahlberg with this movie, and it did not work out. This movie should have been released straight to TV, like the Fred movies were, because it was oddly reminiscent of the Fred movies that also starred John Cena as Fred's dad. And it made John Cena a superhero, and I don't know if that was definitely their intention, and it just did not work. So I would not recommend this movie.